So we start getting rid of these storage units, and I believe I just kind of make a slight adjustment to the belt. Yeah, we just bring the belt over a little bit and connect it up over here. And I get rid of this little scraggly mess here. Okay, so all of the oil is getting in there. I don't have any of these crappy Mark 1 storages going on. And I restore the belt to how it was originally, so I can get rid of that. Alrighty then. So now I'm looking at the oil and it looks like I'm gaining, I think. Yeah, it looks like I have a surplus of oil here, so that is good. And I still have those Mark 1 storages for oil over there that I've not touched. I need to set those to output onto the line at some point to get rid of them. Oh, okay. I was thinking about expanding plastic production at this point, right? And I'm thinking about, okay, so how could I possibly fit another chemical plant here? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I don't think I can. But I was like, I don't know. Maybe I could. There's gas giant exploitation. That's very nice. Unfortunately, I lack some of the tools to be able to really use that at this moment in time. However, it will be extremely useful and extremely necessary later on in the game. So it's good to have it, nonetheless. Okay, so now we're just basically working on mech upgrades, vanes utilization, some drone stuff, faster drones, more drones, technology, and some of that stuff. And just basically everything that I can get done that is important to me without using information matrices, because I obviously can't do those just yet. Now, if I recall, I ended up making more plastic production, but I don't do it over here. Right, okay, I was thinking about, that's right, I did make more plastic production. I did make it over here, but I also ended up making even more plastic production elsewhere. So I need to make a couple chemical plants. That's no big deal. No big deal. No big thing. Apparently I had oil in my inventory somehow. Stash that in the tank. So I decided to go run off and grab some resources before I... ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah, now I remember where I'm at here. Again, like I said, I reviewed this entire recording session to find the gaps and, you know, where I needed to fill in with post-commentary. So I saw all the way to the end of this this recording session, and there were some issues over here that that arose that I have to solve in the next recording session, and I'm thinking that I'm already at that point. However, obviously I'm not. So I'm looking at the veins here, and you know, there's a couple of them that are not so great, and you'll see what I end up doing with them later. Luckily the coal is still going strong, and it will continue to go strong for quite some time. Technically, this miner over here on the left, it only really has to feed 2 smelters, and that one on the right, which isn't even going at all anymore because it's completely backed up. Oh wow, because the energetic graphite is that backed up. Yeah, that one can supply the other 5 down the line. So even if the one on the left, well, on the bottom here, even if that one, you know, starts to run low on coal that it can deliver, it won't really be a big issue, because that one has plenty that it can deliver. And once the coal nodes disappear, I'll just, you know, pick up the miner and move it so that it can access more nodes. Don't know what I was looking at there with the power. Power's fine. I don't really need to worry about that at all. Anyways, my chemical plants are in fact done. So now I just need to figure out, okay, how exactly do I need, because the energetic graphite that I need is literally right here. However, I do need to get the plastic over to the line that it is currently at somehow. So what is Fox thinking about here? What is Fox thinking about doing here? Okay, so I decided to rotate this one right. Okay, so we run this one right up. Ah, yes. Okay, so I'm thinking I'll run an oil line straight from that tank over here for these plants. So I decide to put that one right up against the energetic graphene line, and I think I move this other one. I think I move it closer to the energetic graphene line, or maybe I don't. I don't know. But yeah, we extend the belt here. And then, okay, so I just see that a sorter can output onto that belt just fine. Okay, so I don't have to move that one. That's fine. And then I do a lovely little trick here that I should have probably thought about a lot earlier. And it's, I mean, for some people in later game, this little trick might almost be something akin to blasphemy, because it will not be the most efficient way to go about this. But for me, I mean, it just seemed like the best way to solve the problem. It just seemed like the best way to solve the problem, really. So we go ahead, and I could have like tried to bridge over this, but instead, what I decided to do is, why can't I just put a sorter that takes from one belt and puts it onto the other belt? So I bridge over that line with a sorter rather than a conveyor belt that actually goes up and over it. So it's not a perfect solution. There are reasons why you wouldn't want to do that, especially in late game, which, you know, that would be regarding, like, you know, the number of items that can be on a belt, you know, how quickly you can get those things through. Sorters kind of slow the process down of how many items you can have on the belt. But at the end of the day, this chemical plant, it's not ever going to produce the limit of items that can be on that belt, which I believe on a Thranx has been using Mark III belts, and he's been talking a lot about 30 items per second. A belt can handle up to 30 items per second on a belt or something like that. So, I mean, that one chemical plant, not going to get anywhere near that, so that is a perfectly acceptable solution. Okay, so over here, I have a whole lot of graphene that I've made. I believe that's 18,000 of it, actually, in those storage containers. And this is where I was doing my manual creation of titanium alloy that I needed to do. I think I did that off screen after the end of the last recording, after I had finished up, like, clearing land and putting a whole bunch of windmills down and whatnot. And yeah, I made some titanium alloy by hand, sort of. so that I could make some of these planetary hubs and whatnot, and have them ready for this recording session. Okay, so I make a couple more liquid storages. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing that for. Am I just thinking that this this oil container is getting full, so I want another one on top of it? That might be what it was. I'm not sure. Oh man, I didn't even expand over in this area at all either. Many changes are to come in this recording session. I will just say that. Many things. Okay, so I come over here to grab glass just because I'm tired of how long it takes to actually make it in my inventory. And, okay, so I decided to open up the prism storage just a little bit. Not that I really need to. I haven't been making prisms for, like, anything. Like, literally, prisms are only used for plasma exciters. Have I come over here to get plasma exciters for anything in recent times? No, not really. And now I've kind of got magnetic coil storage over by where the research is, or storage that's exclusive to it. This one kind of almost isn't necessary, but I guess I've got it here anyway. But yeah, I'm just looking at this, I'm like, well, I guess I'll just leave this here for now. I'm sure I'll use it for something, but yeah, it just occurs to me, it's like, wow, I haven't used that in a while. Okay, so what is the titanium situation over here looking like? I mean, thankfully I've got plenty of titanium crystals going to yellow research. And that is doing... excuse me. That's doing pretty well. Oh, right, okay, so I'm thinking I wanna set up in the information matrix production over in this area where I'm standing. Right, but I need to work on carbon nanotubes. I need to get those started up. I also need to get particle control technology, which allows me to make particle broadband. And then it's particle broadband and the processors that makes information matrices. And I already have processors being made back on Molten Hell, Ties 1. So the processors aren't an issue. I just need the vertical, or the vertical broadband. The particle broadband. So obviously, I need more of these logistic stations. So I'm looking at various things. Did I? No, because that station isn't there. The hub isn't there. Okay. So I believe one of the next things that I set up is, since I know I'm going to be making lots of these logistic stations, and I'm going to be needing particle containers for all of them, I think for now I just grab some of the things that I need to manually produce it. However, I also am aware that I'm going to continuously need to put down more hubs as time goes on. So I'm like, okay, I kind of need to automate the production of those particle containers at some point. I haven't done it as of yet, but that is one of the next things that is on my agenda, I believe. So we're just kind of over here looking at how I want to do this, because mostly everything that I need is right over here. We've got the electric turbines, we've got the copper ingots, and graphene is over there, but if I make a planetary hub over there that can take that and then ship it over here, that will make my life a whole lot easier. Of course, I need to make some particle containers by hand first, so that I can actually, make the logistic stations to ship the graphene over here. And I also need to grab some of the titanium that's over by titanium crystals. Oh yeah, I think I actually just come over to where hydrogen fuel cells are being created, and I go ahead and grab some out of there, because I really don't need that many to start. And then I'm just looking at like the random crap that's in here and stuff. Do I want to increase my research speed? I might be thinking about that since I'm looking at that building. I should really do something with those bricks. I've got a lot of steel in my inventory too. I should have just made like a whole bunch of foundations there. Oh right, I don't even have a second iron ingot smelter here for circuit boards right now. Wow, I forgot about that. Yeah, I think I actually put that down right now, don't I? Yes, I do. So we just move over a little bit, and you know, I created a second titanium ingot, iron ingot smelter, just so that I can send more iron ingots over to the assembler making circuit boards, because I do not want that thing to stop. I just don't. I want it to be making circuit boards all the time, so that there will never be any kind of interruption in making research. So I mean, it's a quick and simple process. Just boop, there it is, there it's done, and now circuit board production will be constantly going. And I was thinking about upgrading this assembler. I don't think I do, but I was thinking about it. Oh, right. Yeah, I actually have to make the upgraded assembler in order to actually do all of that. Of course, I'm making particle containers, so I'm not going to have that upgraded assembler for a while. So I guess I was thinking about, or I was planning to upgrade that. So now we're just kind of taking stock of the researches. Yellow research is dwindling a little bit, but we are constantly making more, so it's not a big deal. I think do I decide to, yeah, I upgrade that sorter, I upgrade the other sorter. Not that that's really been the limiting factor here. I might end up putting some more layers on that, I'm not sure. Not sure if I end up doing that right away. Oh, I upgrade the line. Okay, yeah, so more of the titanium crystal assemblers can get activated. And I upgrade all their sorters just so I can grab stuff faster. Not that that's the limiting factor here. Mostly it's that the output for the 4 assemblers here is blocked. So they can't make any more titanium crystals because the line for their output is totally blocked. And I just grab some random crap out of here so that storage can be emptied out. Oh, mech core level 3 research, cool. So my maximum energy has gone up tremendously at this point. Grab some stuff out of here that really doesn't need to be in here. And I realize I have 5 assembling machines right here, and I don't really need to be making making another one in my production. So I think I end up grabbing some of those. Yeah, I don't know if I grab all of them, but I at least grab some of them, I think. Yeah, I grabbed 2 of them. And then I just cancel that and then remake the advanced assembler, the Mark II assembler. Okay, so okay, so I grab the matrix slab, and do I plop that down on top of the yellow? Yes, I do. Okay, so that way yellow research can get made a little bit faster. So now I've completely filled this thing up with stone and bricks. I have so much steel in my inventory. Why don't I just go ahead and make a couple of foundations? I mean, I have 193, but honestly, yeah, come on, just make some foundations, man. Take some of those bricks, make foundations. And it's over in components, down the right hand, there you go. Just, yeah. Make some foundations. So we're waiting on the particle containers here so I can make some more logistics hubs. Planetary logistics stations, I believe they're actually called, but I call them hubs. After all, they are hubs of activity. You ship things to them, you ship things from them. You know, they're basically just like little, like, futuristic Amazon drone things. Ah, right. I didn't put liquid storage down for the acid over here. So the acid plants are actually backed up, which is not great. I will find out later that I'm going to need a whole lot of acid for titanium alloy, and I think I actually run out because of titanium alloy. Okay, so I put another thing on here. Oh, okay, yeah, I was actually producing more oil than I was using, so yeah, that was a good idea. And that bottom hydrogen tank is now completely full. Luckily, that one is just beginning to fill, so I got plenty of time until that is completely full. So I believe, yeah, I've got the planetary logistics station here, and eventually I'm going to be sending the organic crystals into there. We'll get rid of this line here as I'm kind of waving my mouse around here to show you. I'll get rid of the line, and we'll just put a planetary station where that storage container for titanium is, and I'll just ship the organic crystal there, and we will reverse the direction of the line of organic crystal there. That is what we will do. Just waiting on things to get built. Oh, and I'm seeing there is no longer any iron on this line. That is a problem. Let's go figure out why there's no more iron on this line. And unfortunately, from the looks of it, like, it's just because there isn't enough iron coming off the line. So I'm looking at, okay, so we're looking at the iron ore there. The deposit closest to the miner, and you can see it's only got 2,400, so I go ahead and try to, like, help it out a little bit and mine it. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, is we are going to mine out this particular node. That way I'll be able to move the miner up one, and I'll be able to access other nodes, because you can see right now it's only getting 163 a minute, which is definitely not ideal. It is absolutely not ideal. 165 is not going to be enough to provide for both of these lines. So I'm kind of like mining it manually in addition to the machine also mining it. I thought I could put iron ore into the mining machine to have it feed onto the belt, but I guess I can't do that. So what I end up doing, and this is kind of a long, tedious process, so I may cut some of this out. But yeah, we're just kind of essentially double mining this node to try and get rid of it faster so I can move the machine up. Now, is this the best solution for this problem? No, not at all. Not at all. Is it the solution that I do? Yes, it is. And it is a solution. It can work. But yeah, okay, so I'm just putting the iron ore that I'm mining into the thing there. Right. And since it's not taking iron ore off the belt now all of the iron ore from the machine is getting sent the other direction. So that helped to back up the line a little bit at least, if only temporarily. But yeah, this takes a while, so I may go ahead and cut a good amount of this out.